Hi, Sarah. My name's John. I'm calling on behalf of Nathan Watson. We are partners. He's a little busy at the moment with all these requests he got in the Facebook group, but I thought I'd help him out and go over this myself with you. So, um, just going to go over some basics of what a good website can do for your business and some comparisons of your website versus your competitors. So, the first thing when we go into Google here and type in a phrase, um, this is a keyword. And when we type in a keyword, Google takes that keyword and sees who ranks the highest for that keyword. And there's a whole system behind that that I'll go over briefly to show you, and brings up the top websites for that. Now, the first thing that we see are the ads. Um, we're all None of us are strangers to that, and the Google Map Pack, which we'll go over as well, and the top organic searches. Now, when we see the top organic searches, usually the first thing that's there is usually a site like the Knot or Home Advisor, Angie's List, something like of that effect. So when we look at these top competitors, Lara Rose and Andrea Harborn, sorry, we take a look at their websites and we'll see what they provide. Now, typically, what Google wants to see is around 1,500 words on the front page. Content is usually king, unless you're well established, in which case you don't have to have that. And what I mean by well established is you Google knows what you're looking for and what you want on your website. And after you've already done that, you can go back through it and change anything about it once it knows what your website is all about. But starting out, you want to have around 1,500 words with a bunch of keywords in there. Not too much. You can't just put the same few keywords over and over and over again. It'll know what you're doing. Um, and what I mean by that is a keyword like South Florida photographer should be in a couple sentences somewhere on your homepage, and then Google knows to look at that and goes, "Oh, okay, this is what they want," and we'll start ranking you accordingly to the other websites that have that. Google's algorithm has gotten very sophisticated and smart about this, so it knows how to rank and knows when people are stuffing it in there or overusing it, or so on and so on. So what we want to do is, again, that 1,500 words and then 500 words on every subsequent back page, and that way you can start building off of that. Now, the other part of this is backlinks. So when we look at Lara's website here in our analytical tool, um, she has 83 backlinks, 227 organic keywords, and 156 traffic coming from that. That's pretty solid. 156 people are literally coming from her website, or coming to her website and clicking on it. Typically, what we see is anywhere from 10 to 15% of that are actual, real, credible leads that bring you business. It can change; it can be different from niche to niche, but it just depends on what it is. So we'll look at the other competitor here, and I believe it was Andrea. So we look at Andrea's breakdown, um, and see again, about 80 more people a month, and she has a lot of backlinks and a lot of organic keywords. This is important to note because if we see the difference, there's only 83 backlinks, and she's getting 156 traffic, while she's got nearly 3,000 and bringing 237 in. This shows that the quality is better than quantity. Now, to go over backlinks in a little bit more depth, basically you want to attach your website, your homepage link to another website that has a relative um, that's relative to your business. So if you connect that to another website that has a lot of power, it will give you some of that power, as long as you meet all the requirements that Google wants. So you can't just attach your website to, say, oh, I don't know, the NFL website. I know it's a bad example, but it's the first thing that came off my head. It's not going to give you any power really because it has nothing to do with your business. So you won't get much from it. It's like a popularity contest in that way. Oh, we look at the organic keywords here, just to give you a few of the ones that people have been searching for in the past month. You can see South Florida photographers, 250 people searched for that term alone. Photographers in South Florida, 100 people searched for that. And Florida wedding photographer, 200 people searched for that. I think it's important to note as well that wedding photographer South Florida, there's also 60. So a lot of high intent keywords here. The goal here is to get high above in the positioning right here. So she's got second, sixth. She used to be third in all these keywords. So whenever you type in these keywords, she's this position on Google's search engine when you type in these words. That's basically the short and sweet version of it. There's a little bit more to it than that, but for the most part, that's it as far as content and backlinks are what drive a website. So when we go back to our search here, we talked about the ads and the Google My Business, the map pack here. When we look at this is a big grab. It grabs the eye real well when you see it. So a lot of people are mobile browsers these days, and when they see that, that's one of the first things they'll click on. And what we do to rank this is going over their profile here. Lots of 5-star reviews. All their information is up to date. They have tons of photos. So you'd want to beat everything. You'd want to beat the amount of photos that they have. And then going into back into the profile here, everything's concise, everything's put together, and it's not too hard to do. But a lot of people don't realize this about their business. It really contributes, and you want to get to the top 3 and make sure that you're getting good reviews. We spoke briefly just about ads as well. These can be very powerful if you know what you're doing, and a lot of people don't, unfortunately, and Google and Facebook try to take advantage of people in that regard to spend more money. We know our way around ad campaigns for Google and Facebook and are very efficient in using them. That's also a tool in our tool belt. I hope all of this has been helpful. If you are interested in learning more, or you want to talk about any specific aspect of this, please feel free to contact Nathan or myself. You can reach us at sheetsdigitalmarketing.com or our email, which is sheetsdigital@gmail.com. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.